with the mayor.
Holy crap, bro!
Mayor! I think we're gonna do it. The mayor's in.
Really?
Yeah. It's going down. Oh my gosh, this is actually happening. Today is the day I'm meeting with the mayor. Are you excited?
Yes, I am very excited, dude. I can't wait, man.
We got how many? It's at 3:30. What time is it now? 11? So we have, it's like 12.
Oh my
So
God.
we have exactly
Like 4 hours.
4 hours until the meeting. Okay. So we just went through the metal detector, and we're about to take the elevator up to the mayor's office. Francis, this is it.
Yeah, it is. And I still have to write down these questions.
This is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Here we go back. This is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. 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 Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over.
Hey guys. Hi. Okay. I'm Owen. Owen. Hi. Francis, how are you? Nice to see you.
So we were just hoping to interview.
So you think you just walk into the mayor's office and get an interview with the mayor at any time?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's sit down and talk.
So, what got you interested in politics?
Oh my gosh. I got interested in politics when I was in high school. When I was a senior at Central High School, my government teacher was on the Evansville City Council, and he ran for Congress that year. And I went door to door for him. I really liked him. He lost his election, but I really got sort of intrigued by government service, public service. So my interest goes all the way back to the 1900s.
So, what would you like to do for Evansville?
Well, we hope people think we've done a lot in 7 years. We're finishing up our 7th year in office. We're going to run for our 3rd term in 2019. But I think if you look at the level of investment that is underway in our downtown and actually all over the city, I think people, and I hope people will say, hey, the city's going in a good direction. Downtown, if you look at the opening of the Stone Family Center for Health Sciences, which is the medical school complex, and you think about it, so it's a collaborative effort between Indiana University, University of Southern Indiana, and the University of Evansville, complementary coursework in one campus that will literally help build a new pipeline of healthcare professionals that will help our region and help healthcare for generations to come. So I hope people look at that and go, wow, that's really phenomenal. I hope people look at other development going on downtown, the opening of our convention hotel, the Post House project, which is the block being developed around Brewburger. If you drive by there today, it looks like a giant mud pit, right? But what they're doing today is actually building the underground parking for a really cool apartment complex. So you'll have Vectren, which wants to test new sources of energy, and you'll have General Electric wants to test the efficiency of their small urban appliances. So there'll be real-time connectivity in an apartment-like setting, really cool, trendy, modern new apartments, about 140, 150 units. So that's going on. The YMCA has an exciting new project. We have the Deaconess Aquatic Center that's planned for North Main Street. We have exciting new affordable housing projects that was just recently announced, and there are more in the pipeline. So there's a lot we have done, we believe, and there's more that we'd like to do.
So, are you happy with what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm a pretty upbeat guy. There aren't many days when I leave here feeling discouraged. This is one day I feel really encouraged. And I'd like to think I leave here more days feeling encouraged than discouraged. This is a job that takes an immense amount of energy, a lot of time. I usually work 70 to 75 hours a week, usually 7 days a week. So there's a lot to do, but I enjoy it. I tell people it's both exhilarating and exhausting, all sort of rolled up into one. And I'm fortunate to be in a period of my life where my daughter has grown and lives in Arizona with her husband and 2 little boys. So I have a lot of time to give to the community, and my wife and I enjoy it.
What job would you be doing if you weren't mayor?
Wow. I don't know the answer to that. I have a lot of interests. I spent 18 years in television news, then 13 years in corporate communications. So I have a marketing and media background. With this management background now as mayor, I think I could do a lot of things. I hope I don't have to look for a job for 5 more years, but we'll see. I don't know. That's a really interesting question, and one perhaps I ought to give a little thought to.
So if you stop being mayor, where do you think you're going to go after that? Like you said, you were in the other branch for about 13 years.
So, I don't know. I was born and raised in Evansville. My father is still alive. He's 88, almost 89. My sisters each live out of town, so I'm not moving out of Evansville. Although my daughter and son-in-law and grandsons live in Arizona, I don't see moving out there, at least not for quite a while. I'm still young enough where I think I can work for a while longer, although I'm older than I look. And so I don't know, but I see myself staying here. My wife has a very successful business in Southwest Indiana, so we want to continue to stay here.
How did your childhood, do you think, affect the decisions that you work today? Because I did some research. Both your parents worked at Mead Johnson, right?
Right.
And they're all about helping the different communities and stuff. And how do you think their impact on your life helped with the stuff you decide to do around here?
That's a really good question. My parents raised me and my sisters. We really saw what kind of work ethic they had. They both worked hard at their jobs. They both got to their jobs early and stayed late, and they were active, and not just active, but leaders in our church, in other groups that they were involved in. So we got to witness, I think, what it was like to really have a good work ethic. So that was instilled in us in a really early age. Probably the most important thing is how they raised us in terms of treating other people. I think people, even when they disagree with something I've done or a policy position on something, I think they'll always think and say that I've treated them with respect and dignity. And I know that comes from the way my parents raised us, and that is to be nice to people. I mean, I say a lot when I speak to school groups and now other groups, nice matters. How we treat people really is important. And this probably more so today than any other time in our cities and country's history. So I know that my parents raised us that way, and I know that's a lot of why I am who I am.
So, what was your career plan in 9th grade?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'll give you some numbers, if I can remember these. 10, 16, 30 something, maybe 36, and 50. So at 10, I was going to be a professional baseball player for the St. Louis Cardinals. I was going to play second base, practice my autograph, everything. At 16, I was going to work in television news all my career, work in big markets, go on to work for the networks. In fact, I did that for a number of years. And then in my 30s, I got into corporate communications. And then at 50, I decided to run for mayor. So I've had sort of a very varied interest in life. And when I speak to young people, I ask them how many know what they want to be when they grow up, kind of thing, right? In sort of a fun way. And a lot of hands go up, and that's good. But I also, that's important to recognize at a fairly early age. I think it's important that young people know, and not so young people know, when an opportunity presents itself, to be able to take advantage of it. I never thought about being the mayor of the city. I mean, not when I was in grade school, high school, never thought about it until I was as old as I was. So people will have opportunities, and sometimes you have to take a leap of faith and try it.
So we know that you're a fun, you're kind of silly kind of guy. Like, can we see your socks on the camera? They're like,
Yeah,
polka
well,
dots.
no one said I was kind of silly, but that's good. Okay, can you see me? So I've got polka dot socks on today. I wear fun socks every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
What's your favorite pair of socks?
Oh, I have some wild, multicolored striped socks that I wear. I just bought some new, kind of wild, fun purple socks that I can wear to Aces games. So I'll wear, I guess, any kind of sock. Now it's to the point where people are giving me fun socks as gifts, and that's always appreciated.
Because it's important to not be so serious all the time, because that could really drag you down and maybe not want to do the profession that you're in.
Well, I think that's a really good point. I recognize that I have a very responsible position, and I have the opportunity to make really important decisions on behalf of the city. And I take that role very seriously. But I think it's also important to know, no matter what kind of job you have, you don't need to take yourself so seriously. So, yes, I'd like to have fun. When we started on day one in 2012, we met with the cabinet for the first time. And among the messages I gave them was this. We're going to do some fun, some stuff that will be important. We're going to go through some stressful times, but we should enjoy it. We should have fun. And I try to have fun every day of the week. I think if you look around my office, we've got a hula hoop in here. I've got a bobblehead someone recently gave me. I've got a little bit of fun. I have the unofficial mascot of Six School, a penguin over there.
Yeah.
That sits in here proudly. So I've got a little bit of everything, but I think it's important to have recognize and take advantages of levity when you have a chance.
Well, thank you. It's nice meeting
You guys are done already?
Yeah.
We have to go back to school? It's like 3:45. What time do you get out of school at 6?
3:15.
Oh, 3:15. So, okay. So
Yeah, it was just a quick pop-up interview.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Thanks. Good luck to
Thank
you guys.
you so much.
Okay.
You might-
Pop in at a time.
Okay.
That was kind of silly, but that's good. Okay, can you see me? So I've got polka dot socks on today. I wear fun socks every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
What's your favorite pair of socks?
Baseballs, signed by, let's see, this one is, this is from the 2014 USI National Championship team.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool. One of the guys who caught me for my first pitch versus the Dodgers on July 19th, 2014. I forget you can't really tell his name by his signature.
Yeah.
But this is Al Hrabowski, the mad Hungarian. He pitched for the Cardinals in the 70s and 80s.
It's cool.
Yeah, and some hard hats. And
Our mascot.
the Six School Penguin. Does he have a name?
No.
No.
Just
Probably.
the Six School
Oh,
Penguin.
he probably does.
He might have a name.
Okay, you guys
We
need to
don't know
figure
it.
that out. You can't be making videos without knowing that.
True.
How'd that feel? How'd
Oh, that was
feel?
fantastic.
That was pretty good.
Dude, he was so nice.
He was so nice. Honestly, we're so thankful to have the experience, and he's doing a
Exactly.
great job here.
Uh-huh.